Welcome to Barry Opinionated. This is a podcast all about tier lists. And this week's tier list, we're going to jump snoot first into some Mario Kart items.
Hi, how are you?
That's my line.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we are ranking Mario Kart items.
Woo!
Woo!
Okay.
This shit is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-N.
All right, starting with a banana. For the banana, like genuinely, let's just do that one right away. Decent. Like it is what it is. Like
I'd rank it higher than that. More so for its defensive use.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you
Because you
like,
can definitely hold that protects you from everything but the blue shell.
all these could be good in my opinion. Just for the fact that because I hold my items to protect me. I don't place if I get a banana, I don't place it down. I just hold it until somebody throws a shell at me.
Right. So think about
but-
how many times that banana has saved your bacon and made
Yeah.
whatever somebody threw at you completely null and void. I know you having a banana has pissed me off more than once.
So bananas are solid because, defensive. And if you're really good with a banana, you can whip that shit up around the corner as you see where they're going.
I was going to say, I've knocked Fumpy a few times that way.
Yeah.
He definitely didn't expect the banana to suddenly appear in front of him.
Yeah.
Suck it, Fumpy.
So moving on to the barrel. So the barrel shoots multiple bananas. So it's just a banana gun.
Can you aim it?
Well,
Or is it random? Like it shoots directly in
I mean-
front of you?
it shoots. It's the same thing as if you throw a banana in front
Okay.
of you. I mean, just for the, I would have to go good as well, just for the fact. No, I'd go decent.
Yeah,
because this
because
is
you
more
can't hold it
offense than a defense.
behind
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You don't get to use it the same way. It has less utility use.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know if you can go forward and backwards with it. I feel like it's just like a forward thing.
Yeah.
It would be cool if it were like the piranha plant and it just like auto aimed itself.
Yes.
That would be
Right.
baller if it were just taking out people that were in your range for you. But yeah,
I know
Next
with
item.
like Donkey Kong, it's always forward, so I would just assume that it's the same
Right.
thing. Yeah.
right.
And a lot of these are fucking specific to the character you do pick. Moving on to the blue shell.
I'm a victim.
I'm a victim.
I'm a victim. It's a good item. It's very cheap. Like when you're in last, you're very happy to get it, but like
That guy
that's
first is
just-
not. He's not happy.
That's
like,
just
it
it,
is-
though. If you're not running in last, you're not going to get this. And so if you're not a player who is always running last in your group or by yourself, you are more than likely also a victim of this shell.
right.
For
And
one
that's the
like,
thing.
we can help protect you from the blue shell.
If you're in last place and you throw the blue shell, you're only helping second place. Like you're only targeting one person. It doesn't really.
Yes and no. The blue shell, if you've ever been sitting in like third or fourth for whatever reason, when a blue shell gets fired off, the blue shell fucks up everybody in its path. So you actually can slow down potentially everybody in front of you. Like if there were a long enough straightaway and you're that type of close still and get the blue shell, you could actually take out half the field with just the blue shell. There's also the blast radius. I don't know how many times I've been close to passing the person in first place when they get hit with the blue shell and I get taken out too.
The blast is tough.
A blast.
So I started blasting.
But yeah, no, I'm comfortable with saying I'm a victim.
Oh yeah.
Other if the I'm a victim wasn't a thing, I would put it in amazing. I wouldn't go God just because there's things that Could
Your
be better.
chances of getting it don't put you in the best situation of winning this race anyway.
Truth.
The blue shell will help you gain places. It will not win you a race.
All right, Birdo shell, and we can just do the Yoshi shell right away after this. I would say amazing, just for the fact that it's just a red shell. It targets your person, but then it drops items afterwards that other people can pick up,
Oh.
or potentially you can pick up. So I think it's actually pretty cool.
I think we could rate the Yoshi shell too.
Like I'm not sure, I can't remember what items it does drop. Maybe like a
I would
mushroom
assume
or
it's
drop-
everything in the inventory, but it's probably got a percent chance of not spawning like the blue shell.
Oh, drop rates are probably different.
I mean, it's a cool item to get. I would be happy to get it.
Blooper.
This is, I would say, to me, it's just annoying because again, I'm a victim of this, but like, it doesn't really hinder you. Like, it's just annoying.
Yeah, I
Not
feel
if
the
you
same
know the
way.
track enough. It definitely doesn't.
And that's just it.
Exactly.
9 out of 10 times when I get hit with this thing, it's just a mild nuisance. And if you can hit a speed trap or if you're in a place where you can catch some water, you can make it go away almost immediately.
Right.
So even if you get the chance to use it, it doesn't even affect half the people on the track for you. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
like we're saying, if you're playing with actual people in a full race, it's not going to throw off almost anybody. Playing against the AI, kind of the same thing. I don't know that I've ever seen it really affect the AI.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
So no, I agree. It's bad. It's bomb. Bomb.
Bomb. I'd say good.
Yeah.
For me,
It's more of
For me, this
a
is-
pack thing. Like if you're like second, third, you drop it behind you. You can take out a few guys that are closing in on you.
and see, for me, goes one tier down, and it's because of how often and how easy it is to actually kick yourself with it.
Yes.
True.
If you
That
trail
was
it,
my argument.
if you trail it behind you and you get hit by the wrong thing, it'll actually take you out too. Throwing it ahead of you, its fuse time is actually almost perfect at certain CCs for you to just run into it.
Yes.
I would say I would keep it at decent just for the fact that if you do drop it behind you, it kind of does chase the person. Like it's just like, oh, is that a car? And
Yeah,
runs
it
towards
walked. A little bit of movement.
So yeah, I would say it's decent. It's a decent little thing to have. I don't keep it in my inventory long, but it's
I'm never mad to get one, but I'm never like, yes, bomb.
right? Yeah, exactly.
fucking boo.
Boo boo. I think it's
I'm a victim.
you are a victim. Me too.
Like I can have
Yeah.
fucking 3 shells around me, and then fucking boo comes in. It's like, nah, yoink.
Yoink,
And
baby.
just-
And it happens right when a fucking red shell's coming.
Right.
It's just
So like,
Even better, the few times I've gotten it, and I don't know about you guys, a few times I've gotten to use it, I've been like, yeah, bring me back something cool. And it was a
Banana.
coin,
yeah.
a banana.
ka-ching,
The
baby.
ink thing, the ink guy. Yeah.
Right.
Squilliam.
And it never goes after like
Squilliam
the guy that has
fancy
3
son.
fucking mushrooms.
Yeah,
But
no,
yeah,
it's
no,
I think
boo's-
it's random too, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's either I'm a
Oh, yeah.
victim or I think it's bad. Like it's just
I would say a victim more than bad because it's not
I'm a
terrible. It
victim.
brings you an item, not necessarily going to
Yeah.
be good, but it brings you something.
right.
When you
I'm a
show me
victim.
it, yeah, I say when I see the boo, the first thing that comes to mind is that motherfucker just stole the thing I wish I had or got excited about picking up. Like, oh, I just got the boomerang thing, which we're gonna do next, and it's like, sweet, got the boomerang, and boo.
Yeah. No, boomerang. I would say amazing. I love the boomerang. I love getting
Oh,
it. You
yeah.
can throw it forward, backwards, comes back to you. Use it multiple times.
Doesn't it have
As
the
long as you know
timer
what
like
aim
the
you're
like the gold mushroom, right?
Yep, it's got the timer on
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
But I agree, and it's a big area.
Yeah.
We got a couple others on the list that do sort of the same thing here coming up, but the biggest thing that gets me with the boomerang is the travel path. It also comes back to you, kind of like it does for Link in Smash Bros. So there is an entire secondary thought process of like heading into a corner. I can throw it and then purposely cut that corner harder than the guy in front of me and make sure that my boomerang comes back in his path.
True. Yeah.
Freaking love it.
Amazing.
Big Bowser shell. If anybody doesn't know, it's like a green shell, but it's huge as fuck. And I think the duration of its before it breaks is a little bit longer.
That thing's good if you ever
Yeah.
get it.
No, this thing is good. This thing is fucking huge. The
It
hitbox
takes
is
up
Is
Yeah,
it
I was
like
gonna
double the
say-
size then? When you say
Not
huge,
even,
or are you talking like?
quad, quadruple. It's
Oh
it's a
shit!
big shell.
Okay, I didn't know how big it was.
It takes up more than half of any of the racing lanes. So like it has its hitbox is about the same size as the blast radius as the bomb.
Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
that's pretty big.
So that thing's it's coming for you. I think it travels
no.
a little faster too.
Yep.
Nice.
All right.
Bubble
the
boy.
Bubble. Bubble Boy. For those you don't know, because I recently just found this out, it's kind of like Bullet Bill, but it gives you a small protection and it's just a little bit slower. So it's just a nice defense if you're kind of back there in the race. I would say, yeah, I would go really used because I don't think I've ever used this.
Yeah.
If I did use it, just the description of it, I would probably put it at decent. Just because who doesn't like a little protection, especially when you're in the middle of the race? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, and yeah, I'd have to agree. This is a item I don't think I've ever used in a race.
Moving on to Bullet Bill, which I actually like. I
His
don't
name
think
is actually Bullet William.
God damn.
Sir William the Bullet Man.
Shout out to the Dorkly Bits fans there.
I think it's good, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
Like
No,
if
it
you're
is
in like 6th or 7th, that'll bring you right back up to the front. Especially if you had a bad
I
run
would
of getting
actu-
bopped by a couple. Dudes.
I would actually take it on up to amazing because it also navigates itself through the turns.
Truth. Okay,
Not
fair.
only
Yes.
are you running faster, but that the reason you're back in the pack is probably because you've been having a hard time with handling. Don't worry, Bullet William will take care of that for you.
And there's
You're
a,
in
there's
good
a small
hands.
glitch there on Yoshi's circuit. There's that little shortcut that you can jump through the waterfall. And if you use Bullet Bill at the right time, the duration of Bullet Bill lasts a little bit longer because it's kind of still registering the track that was behind you technically now. So it lasts a little bit longer.
Oh, it
So-
doesn't think it's traveled the distance it needed to, so it continues to
Beautiful.
go. It registers.
You can
So
tell
there's-
that Sir Fumpy here has played a lot of Mario Kart. Oh,
So
yeah.
there is ways to manipulate some of these items. Chain Chomp.
Change up.
I would put it at good, and there's a reason, because it does give you that speed boost. It does fuck you up, just like Bullet Bill does. But at the end of it, you don't really just ease back into the race. You can be launched a little outside of the track. So coming back into the race when Chain Chomp is done, it could fuck you up a little bit. Because specifically in Double Dash or whatever, you are bouncing all over the track when little baby Mario's just like doggy, and then so trying to correct yourself after Chain Chomp is a little annoying, in my opinion.
And that's what I was gonna say. There's also reminds me of something else that we'll have on the list, and yeah, for that exact reason, I would agree. When it goes after something and it pulls you, it can actually mess up a really good turn for you, or you were starting to build up drift power for the extra speed boost, and that guy decided, nope, we're going here, and suddenly you lose it. In some ways, it makes you a worse racer while taking out other racers.
Moving on to the Lightning Cloud, which I'm not sure what it does.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure
I
it's
do.
just like the lightning bolt.
yeah, it's the same thing.
So you're a victim.
So yeah, I'm a victim. I don't know that I've ever gotten to use the lightning bolt more than twice in my life. And while it was very satisfying, I am more often than not a victim.
See,
And again, this is I just picked up something I really wanted, and lightning bolt. Now I don't have it, I can't use it, and I'm tiny and move like shit.
for the argument to not have it in the I'm a victim, I would honestly put this in the actual regular lightning bolt in God tier. 1, because this is an act of God. 2, because if you are in last place, like this thing is probably your best friend because it will help you out and to fuck everybody up and give you that chance.
Neutralizes the field.
Exactly.
I would agree with that actually.
Okay, that's fair. I would agree.
I would
as
agree
well.
with that.
Yes. However, we are a victim of the lightning bolt.
Yes. 100%.
Yes.
you
more
are a
often than
friend.
not.
Have been a victim of a lightning bolt. Call our law firm
to be
get
to
your
be
money.
fair, the only thing I get in first place from a fucking god at Mario Kart is coins and bananas.
Bro, this fucking nerd over here.
Coins and bananas. Coins and bananas.
I don't know what the gold block does.
Think
Gold
it's like-
block gives you a random item.
Yeah, it's a random item. So I would say that's good.
So it's like you get a box and get another box to get a
Yep.
box.
What do you think?
It's a box inside a box inside a box. That's
Good?
inside a box.
I would just say decent because it's literally just like a
It's
re-roll.
just
Okay.
yeah. I mean, it's not the best thing that's ever happened to you, but it's not the worst thing. I mean, I guess you can go at least it's not a coin until it turns into a coin.
Speaking of coins,
Okay, so here's the thing. In Mario Kart 8, you need coins to either A, go faster, and B, to, I think, recover time gets better after you get fucked up.
Yep.
yeah,
So,
Yep.
amazing.
like, as shit as coins are to get, you kind of need them
Also, when you
Um,
pick them up, there is the slight speed boost as well, on top
Right.
of the overall speed gain that you get from having said coins. It's also what you use to unlock everything in the game.
Yeah, you gotta get all the coins, and then you start unlocking the bodies and the wheels and the gliders and shit.
Yep.
Yeah,
So no,
So-
I appreciate the coins. I will never say no to the coins. I
true.
will always
Agreed.
go for the coins on the track. So yeah, I would say amazing. All right, the fucking Infinity 8 symbol. I would say God tier.
Yeah,
In
this is
last
God
place-
tier.
Doesn't it
In
give you
last place-
every power up, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It gives you
fuck
like
yeah.
multiple items. It literally could fuck up everybody and anything.
That's awesome. I
Um,
think I've had it a couple times
you-
fucking around, but
Dude, you could be running last place 30 seconds behind the leader, and this thing would help you close that gap, if not pass.
because
Yeah, no, that thing's just fucking overpowered. Like I think that
Yeah.
that item should be like specifically last place and last place only, nothing in between.
yeah,
Right. Right, yeah.
'Cause
Well,
it-
like we said,
especially if you get
could beat
the-
the last down.
you get like a
Damn.
fucking lightning bolt and then you bullet bill.
Exactly.
Oh, you do. You
Yeah.
get
That's
Yeah,
the thing.
you
Is
get a
like they go like
mushroom
half
and a-
speed, and then you hit bullet bill and you're going double speed. You're gonna fucking close that gap
Oh, dude.
real quick.
Dude, you can launch a green shell, a blue shell, the red shell, and then all of a sudden go bullet bill. When you're done going bullet bill, you can use your own mushroom then to double your speed on the next straightaway or whatever you want to hit, and then whop out a fucking piranha plant.
And it's
like-
cool too. It all goes around you, so it's kind of protection too.
Nice.
Yep, no, that's fucking God tier.
Hell yeah.
All right, so I have no idea what that is, nor do I know how to look it up because I don't know what the fuck it is.
So there you go, Blue Star. You look like something from the Wii.
The fake mystery box. I would put this either at high, good, or amazing, just for the fact that you see a banana, cool, you can avoid the banana. You see this lined up next to all the other boxes, like perfectly, you can just get fucked up.
Not even that. I don't know how many times I've seen it randomly on a map, and
Where you know it's
I
like
know-
out of place,
yeah. yeah, but like
and you still go for it.
in the
Yeah.
heat, in the heat of the moment, I was all like, "Ooh, random box," because like that also happens. Somebody will drop an item or whatever. So like the first few times, I'm always like, "Ooh, what's this?" What's this? What's this? It blew up in my face. What's this? What's this? My coins are all over the place.
Fucking Swiss.
Moving on to
Fuck that question mark. Feather.
the feather, good or decent? I would say decent. It just allows you to
decent.
jump over
You
obstacles.
can utilize it to kind of create your own shortcut, but even then, you got to time it perfect, or you're out of the course, and then you
Right. It's one of those things like you learn how to use it, or it's just kind of useless to you.
Yep.
Well, I agree, decent's where it's at, because this is also one of the few items that can defeat a blue shell. If you have a feather, just as the blue shell circles around you and goes to hit you, if you use the feather, you jump higher than the hitbox for the blue shell.
Shit.
Oh,
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right.
No, that's
I
actually.
like that. Yeah, that's a good
But-
utility.
On the flip side, though, what are your odds of happening to have a feather while running in first place,
Yeah.
Yes.
being hit by a blue shell?
Yeah.
It would be higher on the list if it was more common.
Firepower, amazing or god tier. I love the firepower.
I would say
'cause-
God tier because you can be spamming that. It bounces a little
bounce,
bit, and
yeah.
you can literally cover the whole track
Mhm.
with fireballs.
Like whoever's in front of you got
The duration,
Great.
the duration's a little short, but yeah, it's
You can wreak some havoc in that time frame too.
Mm-hmm.
Banana, good because
Big
it's a banana.
no, big banana. I would put it decent, just for the fact it's so big you can avoid it. You see it coming from a mile away.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you see regular bananas, you still fucking run into them.
Well, you can hide a fucking regular banana around the corner.
yeah.
You know what I
But
mean?
this
Okay,
is,
fair. That's
I was
get-
gonna
get it.
say
Just
this
visually.
is just like any one of the tracks where like the cows come out onto the track or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like that's essentially what that damn thing is. It's just like one of those things coming out onto the track. You don't really have much of a problem avoiding those.
Yeah. Also, it's just you can only get it while you're Donkey Kong.
Gotcha. So it's character specific,
Yes.
and I don't use Donkey Kong, so that's good.
Nah.
Oh, well, DK proof he has a big banana.
Golden mushroom. Anybody wants it, or anybody.
I would
Everybody
s-
wants it.
I would say amazing.
Not everybody-
Amazing.
Yeah.
Not necessarily God tier, but you can utilize that to make up a lot of ground if you're really good with it.
Yes. And most people, they get it and just fucking start blasting it and ends up getting fucked up anyways.
Yeah,
Right. Overexcited. It makes you.
almost
That's one of those
uncontrollable.
ones. Yeah, kind of like with the chain chomp, where it can do just as much harm as it can good, depending on your ability to handle it and use it.
All right, green shell.
Are the
For
banes
me-
of my existence.
For me, I'm gonna say amazing because you can get them in first place. You have
Yes.
protection for defense. You have offense if you need it, if you know how to use it. This is one of the things I look forward to in first place because I know I can get it. And they bounce around like a motherfucker. If you aim them right, you can literally just create a wall where people have to go through a bouncing shell. And these things are fucking quick.
Yeah, they are. They're
Yeah.
flying all over the place.
And see, if you're really special with them, like I am, you figure out new ways to hit yourself with it over and over again. And I agree, they are
You're not wrong,
badass.
yeah,
they
for
do
sure.
belong in the amazing, and it comes down to Swiss Bear's inability to use it properly.
With that, I would also put the spiky but giant green shell at amazing as well. Just for the fact it's the same thing but bigger.
It truly is a wall. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Peach's heart is literally just a mushroom for Peach.
So I would say that's decent or bad because it's character specific.
See, for me, that would just go in the never used.
Yeah, that's fair too.
I don't really use her, but I mean, we didn't do this to DKs though.
Yeah, I use.
We didn't do that to
I use
DKs.
Cat Peach.
Okay. The description of it can block and then throw or reflect an item from another enemy racer.
Okay.
So I gotta say good. Obviously, we don't use it,
Yeah,
but like hypothetically, we
just
did get it. It's a
the
pretty good item.
mechanics
So it's
of it are
actually
solid.
like the sound box.
Yeah,
Soundbox,
of.
God tier.
yeah, because I've
God tier.
defeated blue shells with it.
Like
Oh, you
that
can
is the
defeat
one.
anything with it and
Yep.
take out multiple enemies. I wish it was a little longer.
Like if I'm in first place, I have a sound box and there's a red shell coming at me. I'm not using that fucking box. I'm saving that fucking for
For
the
the,
blue shell.
the inevitable blue shell to come
Yep.
fucking pop you, yeah.
Like that is the one thing to protect me, and that is the one thing I always like look for in first. Because
It's
it's
Control
just
Alt Delete.
pretty much. Like, you want to fuck with me? Psych. All right, so the super leaf gives your character, your cart, a tail that can deflect anything. So
Oh,
it's
damn.
a good defensive option. I would say good because like
Yeah, I wouldn't
it's
go.
good.
What are the parameters of getting it though? Like,
Probably
it sounds
just-
really overpowered, but I'm guessing it's player specific, so I couldn't go god tier with it. So yeah, I would definitely
exactly.
be fine with good.
Yeah.
All right, lucky number 7. What it does is practically gives you 3 random rolls to get 3 random items.
That's at least good.
That is pretty cool. I would say good. I think it's still as like the Mario Kart 8 item where you're gonna have to be in dead last place
to get something really good.
to get something really good.
Yeah. Okay.
So if anything, you're gonna get 3 bananas, and a mushroom maybe.
I was gonna say the roll's still gonna be dependent upon where you're at in the race. So like, you know, if you're not qualifying for a blue shell, don't think you're gonna randomly roll a blue shell here. Could you imagine getting the ink thing, a boo, and a coin, and then boo brings you another coin? Like, okay, I guess this is almost worth it, and you're running like 4th. Like,
Right.
just no help.
That's when the RNG gods are out to kill you.
Right. When you're in the soft zone, you're playing just good enough that
To
it
get
doesn't want to
fucked.
really help you do anything. Shout out to all those
All right.
4th place finishers out there.
Get fucked.
Almost
nerds.
made the podium, nerd.
I feel your pain.
All right, Biggie Shrooms.
Biggie shrooms.
It's cool. You just become bigger. I'm pretty sure you can hit people and they get spun out for a little bit.
Probably, I would say decent or good.
I would say decent.
Now, does that affect their
yeah.
speed? Is the question, because that would be a determining factor.
No, I think it's literally the same. You just get bigger.
Okay.
You become a rolling tank. I mean, it's not something I would be like, oh man, I got that. But I'm also not like, hell yeah, taking spots.
The good old-fashioned mushroom. You get a fucking speed boost for a small duration of time. It's good.
Yeah, it's a solid. Solid.
Like it definitely doesn't beat the fucking golden mushroom.
So
Like,
for me this is good, borderline amazing, and I'm just gonna say it for this reason. I like doing time trials, and Fump, you're gonna hop in on this too, I know, now that I brought this up. The science behind using one of these mushrooms to cut sometimes 3 seconds off a lap. Hell yeah.
yeah,
Dude,
agreed.
Yeah.
the things I've learned to do with one of these mushrooms playing time trials has completely changed my multiplayer game, because that mushroom went from, well, I can sort of catch up, to, no, I figured out how to pass 3 of you guys in one shot. Now what?
Mhm.
Like,
Especially with shortcuts or whatever. Obviously, the same example is the Yoshi
The
circuit where you're
waterfall,
trying to
yep.
go through the waterfall. If you try to go without a mushroom or anything, any power boost or whatever, you're gonna fall in and then restart. So no, agreed. I would go top of good. I would put the 3 mushrooms at amazing, just for the fact you get 3 of those fuckers.
Yeah, I
So,
agree with that
100%
because
on that.
that's solid.
yeah, I think we just made the point for that. I mean, like, if one of them's good, 3 of them's got to be amazing.
Hell
right?
yeah.
Right.
It's kind of like blowjobs.
Hey, they're
All
called
right.
bear jobs, dude. I don't know what you're blowing on.
Skin
Too
flute,
much teeth. Too much teeth.
God damn.
lot of tongue, lot of tongue.
Speaking of teeth, piranha plant.
Somebody grab my berries. All right. Where are we putting this thing? That was fucked. I
would-
say good.
Just for the fact it's pretty much a chain chomp, I'm gonna agree. I was gonna
Yeah.
put it at decent. But
It
it's the
does
same thing
kind
as
of
chain chomp.
tweak you left and right a little bit as he's chomping.
Too much, yeah.
Yeah.
Like it gives you
So,
a random
Go ahead.
power boost. Like chain chomp will just pull you at a good boost, at a good speed. Piranha plant will just bite, give you a boost, slow down. Bite, give you a boost, slow down. It attacks players, yes. That's one thing that it doesn't have for chain chomp or whatever. If there's somebody on the left of you that's kind of out of your range, it will still attack that motherfucker. So I would even put it higher than chain chomp in my opinion, just for the fact you kind of have a full 360 attack range rather than a direct
Fair.
with chain chomp.
Fair.
yeah.
Yeah. I
So,
can live with that.
so I'd agree. My biggest complaint with the piranha plant is when there aren't people around you, and you're coming into a sharp turn, and you actually need to slow down or be able to go into drift. And the piranha plant doesn't give a damn. Like,
Nope.
what? You're trying to slow down? Speed boost, because there's nobody around you. The only thing it knows to do is to keep pulling you forward in those speed boosts. I
Yeah,
don't
and
know
the
how
same
many
thing with-
times I've gotten a piranha plant and it's actually screwed me over.
Yep. And the same thing with chain chomp. As soon as it's done, you could be left in the dust and
Oh,
they
yeah.
throw you off the track or some shit like that. So yeah. Moving on to the POW block.
That's much like the
kind of the
music
lightning
box.
bolt. Is it? I
Yeah.
thought it was just literally a Poundsy.
No, the
players
POW,
and-
if you played original Mario, like they had a battle mode, the POW would knock the enemies upside down.
Yep.
It's the same concept.
Yep.
But it, like,
It'd create a shockwave in an area and it would knock everybody out,
I would
take
say
out everything.
good or
It's
decent.
the original. It's also one of the original blue shell killers.
Then I mean at that point I would probably go amazing just for the fact like it's very versatile.
All right, yeah.
I was gonna say definitely a versatile item.
Red shell.
You're gonna have to go good. Like I'm a victim, but like it's no, not good. I meant God.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like
Just for the fact like it's a fucking heat-seeking missile, dude. Like obviously people in first place can protect themselves a little bit there, but like if you have 3 of those fuckers, okay,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
put 1 at amazing, 3 at God tier.
yeah, I think that's
Okay.
a good trade-off.
And I think you're
Feels
going to
like-
do the same thing with the green shells, because the green shells are an
Yeah.
amazing protection. And like you said, as much as I am 100% a victim of myself and this shell setup, I can think of so many courses where you're right. If I'm coming in at the right angle, I would launch all 3 of them in one shot.
Yeah.
And you create just one hell of a timing barrier for anything and everybody behind you.
I know as I'm about to go over a turn and I have those, I'll launch all of them behind me. Or it's like over a jump. Because you can
Yep.
knock somebody where they won't make the jump, then they get, then you get more time ahead of them and shit.
Moving on to the cannon. It's not bad. It shoots multiple bombs onto the track.
I would s-
Oh, okay.
Are they like the bomb bombs where they walk around? Because
Yeah,
if it's
yeah, you're just
multiple, I would say it's
shooting-
good then.
It's-
Agreed. It could be very messy though.
Oh, for sure.
I was just gonna say, I'm like, part of me says this goes down into decent. I'd also be half terrified to have this thing and not really want to use it.
Honestly, it depends if you can shoot forward and backwards. If it's only forwards, you're gonna fuck yourself. If it's backwards, and like also it depends how many bombs. Like, you know what I mean? If they just shoot 3, like it's fine. But like,
Yeah.
so no, I would still go decent. Honestly, put it above the
Cool.
bombs, but like,
Yeah. Okay, that's
Yep.
fair.
Kind of like the banana cannon.
Everybody's favorite
obviously
superpower.
Gold Star.
Yeah.
God tier. Like you're protected, you get speed. Like there's nothing wrong with getting a Gold Star.
No. This goes to the front of God tier. It is what it is. The star is literally God.
Oh,
mode.
yeah, I like where your
Hey,
head's at
kids.
there.
Hey kids, do you wish that you were faster than everybody else on the course? Do you wish that you were absolutely impervious to everything? Do you think this is the item that was used by the developers to make sure that they didn't get fucked up the entire time and had a code to keep it on so they could test the tracks? You're damn right they did. Like, this
No, you're right.
does it, man. That thing's a fucking Konami code.
Yeah, that's
No
a
offense to
short-term
Nintendo.
Konami God code, dude.
Yeah, dude. Like, this is literally, God mode
Hell yeah.
for 20 seconds, 15 seconds, whatever it is.
Honestly,
It's
if
fucking
if we weren't a victim of the blue shell isn't God would be amazing because it can be stopped by a couple of these items.
Yes.
Well, some of these items only exist to be a
Counter
BSK,
to the
a
blue
shell
yeah.
killer.
Yeah, for sure. If you guys disagree, make sure you comment down below why you disagree, and then we can tell you you're wrong.
Also, if you enjoyed this list, do me a favor. Give me a shout out. What's your favorite BSK? What's your favorite blue shell killer? For SXZBear, personally, my favorite blue shell killer is the sound box.
Yeah.
Same. I love the sound box. Yeah, I'll always carry that. All right, Fump.
So until next time,
Show him the
folks.
door.
Get out.
Do that.
You can't, dude. You can't do an Irish goodbye on a pod. Well, folks, for Dr. Bear and SXZBear, and whatever Bumpy has left. Thanks for watching. Hope you had fun.
Fuck Skyrim.
Also, check out other gaming content and stuff we have at SXZBear on YouTube. Thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching. Paw that like button. Go snoop first on the subscribe. For more bear content, sniff the notification bell. It'll let you know when we have new videos and when we go live on YouTube.